Morning show, and we continue to celebrate the stars of UWI and the UWI St. Augustine graduation ceremonies this year. And one star is Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. You heard it correct, Shaquille O'Neal Trotman. And you know, he's on set with us. Good morning, congratulations. You were the valedictorian for the medical sciences unit. And I'll tell you, when we were filming the valedictory speech, I literally cried throughout the entire speech. Right at the end, it was like the whole set, all the crew, everyone totally emotional. And when we were editing it, tears again. Tears again, because, you know, you spoke so much from the heart, which is why I thought it was important for us to share your story. Yes? First of all, how old are you?
I'm 25 years.
25 years, yeah. And your background, which you shared in your valedictory speech about your parents. Tell us why you got so emotional during that speech yourself.
I mean, what I would say is that, you know, more so I was emotional about my parents because knowing that where my mom particularly comes from, you know, I would have started off as a single parent, family household, and should have done a lot for me in terms of sacrifices, you know, should have put me before herself, you know, and things like that throughout my entire life. I thought it was only appropriate to give that appreciation. My dad as well, he too would have done very much go out of borders, and you know, it was just necessary to also appreciate them with my success, you know, because without them, you know, I wouldn't have accomplished half of the things I would have done in my life.
You said a line in it about who would have thought that the son of a, you remember that line?
Son of a taxi driver and the son of a homemaker.
Yes.
Yes.
Because are you the first person in your family to be a doctor?
Actually, I'm the first immediate, but I also have an aunt who is a doctor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was your inspiration? Why did you want to become a doctor?
More so, I just recall a moment with my mom when I would have told her, I was maybe around 4 years, 5 years, that I would have told her, you know, Mommy, you'll become a nurse and I'll become a doctor, you know. And I would have forgotten about that until Form 3 at Queen's Royal College, where...
yes.
I'm a blue blood, yes.
Yeah.
Where it was important for you to choose a career path, and I would have recalled that situation with my mom, as well as I would have met up with other colleagues with similar aspirations. So I said, okay, well, hey, let me just go at it, and here I am today.
What was your journey like preparing to be a doctor at University of St. Augustine?
I will definitely say it was one that was awesome, as well as a bit challenging at times, in the sense of, you know, time management is a thing that was difficult to accomplish, but was necessary, because balancing academics as well as co-curricular activities was definitely a must. You know, the university more so facilitates, you know, that overall development. So, you know, taking part in both.
So what co-curricular activities were you involved in? Because, you know, you hear medicine, you think that's all you have time to do.
Yes, I know most persons think that.
Yeah.
At the university, I would have been involved in the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Students Association as the academic representative. I would have then become the secretary of the Medical Sciences Student Council, and here and there I would have taken part in different events at the faculty per se. And outside of university, you know, I was involved in a lot of Aruka-based activities. So I am currently the president of the Aruka Youth Club. I am involved in the Aruka Community Council, Aruka Carnival Committee, Junior Chamber International, Port of Spain, and other groups of similar interests.
Where did you find the time to do all of that and study?
Well, you know, they say that, you know, you find time for things that you like, and I just like this community work and working with youth, you know. Yeah,
and you became the valedictorian, which means that you did extremely well in your academics.
Yes. Time management, again, was very important.
So what sort of medicine are you looking to get into?
Right, so currently I have my eyes on becoming a cardiothoracic surgeon. You know, I've worked with Mr. Ian Ramnaran, a cardiothoracic surgeon himself at Mount Hope. And there is where I basically want to see myself in a few years.
And what happens next? So now that you are, as you said at the end of your valedictory speech, I am Dr. Shaquille O'Neal Trotman. What's next for you now?
So what's next is definitely for me to continue my further studies and becoming that cardiothoracic surgeon. But right now, you know, I'm just finishing 6 more months of internship. Right now I'm based at Port of Spain General Hospital in NICU.
Okay.
So definitely further studies, and then later
What's been like? What about, talk us through, you know, you're an intern, they call you an intern, right? So you walk the wards and stuff. When you dealt with your very first patient as Dr. Shaquille O'Neal, what was that like?
Well, I mean, the university kind of prepared us for that in the sense that they train you as a fourth year and fifth year student that you are the doctor. So it was very much similar experience, you know. What I must say is it felt a little, you know, happy to say that one person's going, Dr. Trotman, you know, a patient to review, you know.
Aww. Do you get, you're a doctor, you look so young?
Actually, I did, you know. Some persons told me I still have my mother's milk on my face. You know.
But you have the brains, though, and you have the qualifications, which is the most important thing.
Definitely, yes.
And, you know, if you have to give any advice, you went to QRC, any young boy, especially, you know, or young males, you know, speaking to both male and female, but particularly young boys out there, what advice would you give to them?
I will say, in my experience with working with young persons, at that age you tend to think that greatness is not within your reach, right? And you can achieve it. And my advice is to don't limit yourself. You know, they say the sky's the limit. I would say go a little bit further than that. You know, once you have that positive mindset, you keep at it, work at it, and you can achieve it. Don't let your circumstance limit you. You know, grab every opportunity that comes at your way. Trinidad has many opportunities, especially educational opportunities. And, you know, once you set your mind on that, you can achieve it.
Well, on that note, excellent there. Congratulations, Dr. Shaquille O'Neal Trotman. Continue reaching for the stars.
Thank
you we keep our eyes on you. Right now, we keep our eyes upstairs where Rhea is standing by with the news to 7 o'clock.